Welcome back to another episode of Senestin Sits. I had a different video originally already recorded for this week, but I've been seeing this going on, this whole situation with Jason the Ween and his girlfriend? Sakura? Girlfriend? Maybe? I don't know. Honestly, I'm not really sure, nor do I really care. And that's not to say it in a mean way, like, oh, I don't give a shit about Jason, you know? It's like, you know, Jason seems like a chill-ass dude, 100%. It's more so the parasocial aspect of everything. I kind of wanted to talk about this phenomenon of the internet creating a bunch of parasocial audience members. Now, from what I understand with the whole situation, I don't really follow any of the parties involved. I don't really watch Twitch either. I heard about all of this after it all went down, and I just kind of saw everything going down. That's about it. That's all I know. I'm reading through, and so I guess the situation kind of was that Jason and Sakura were getting real comfortable with each other on stream, acting like a, happy couple. And in the end, she said something about how she was thinking of another dude or was with another dude. I don't know. I just kind of understand the situation enough to a point where the whole response after from Jason and Sakura was that they were both just kind of clip farming, just engagement farming, really. The response from the internet was wild. It was actually insane. People were pissed, harassing this girl, threatening her, absolute insanity, to the point where Jason had to come out and say something. And they both admitted they had some fault in the situation, and the whole picture that was painted, they both admit that they had some blame for it. And the extent of what response was had by the internet, both of them took some fault for it. So that cleared that up, and everyone was happy. Cool. I think my point with all this and sitting down to talk about it is how the fuck did we get here? Here's the thing, okay? One, when you're baiting your audience, pretending like, you have this relationship going on, which, they're still kind of being seen being comfortable with each other. I still don't know, nor do I really care if it's real. But where I'm trying to get with this is you can't do something like that without the internet and everybody that follows you just taking it to an extreme. The moment that your audience creates this headcanon and you violate that headcanon, you're going to get harassed, you're going to get threatened, you're going to get attacked, you're going to get violated, all because you didn't fit their mold. Because there is this subsect of a lot of different audiences and fan groups that believe they truly know this person, that they truly know this influencer. And it's not just with influencers that we see this. This has been a thing with celebrities for years now. But every time that you would see somebody like a crazy fan or a parasocial fan, it'd be like one of those one-off situations that you would see back in the, mid to late 2000s, early 2010s on one of those like ABC documentaries. Crazy man followed, Madonna for fucking years, and he had this whole shrine in his room, things like that. You probably remember that kind of thing. Now in the age of the internet, it's so easy for somebody to be parasocial and for more people to be parasocial and open about it. And it's becoming a disease, the amount of people that truly feel they know these influencers. You need to understand, of course, is that yes, a lot of these influencers put a lot of their life out on display. And for me, as a small creator who is kind of watching all this unfold, and as I'm taking the steps to try to push myself to a point where I can make a living out of this, I am watching the steps that other creators are taking and trying not to take a misstep. I'm sharing enough about myself where you can kind of know who I am as a creator, but not enough to the point where you actually know who I am. My personality isn't too different from my persona that I put here online, but there are differences. I'm a more exaggerated version of myself on here because you have to be to sell yourself. But my point with this being is that a lot of influencers are like that. Some influencers are completely different in their real lives than they are online. That my point with this being is that you can't just believe you know someone based off what you see online. No, these people don't even know you. You're creating this reality in your head that doesn't actually exist. So while there's a lot of examples online and they happen regularly, fans getting a little bit too comfortable feeling like they actually know these influencers, this is just the most recent example, and it goes to show the extent that these parasocial audience members are willing to go to just to feel like they have a connection with these people, like they can almost manipulate these influencers' lives as if they're a part of their lives. And to add on to this, I also have kind of seen the response from other streamers. I can't remember what event it was, but Jason and Sakura were there as well with a bunch of other streamers. Ludwig was there, Valkyrie was there, a couple clips, have popped up on my feed. And you have some of those streamers, questioning Jason and Sakura about everything that went down as well and how they were all sad to see that it was fake. It's like, okay, look, I get you can also be invested and you also know Jason and Sakura in real life, but you doing all that isn't exactly helping the situation with the parasocial audience members, because then those audience members who are probably also fans of these other streamers see that these streamers are also questioning, then they start to almost feel like they get this pass to do it too, like it's all okay. Oh, these guys that are close to them are doing it, we should also be able to question all this and be like, why are you guys not actually dating, why didn't you fool us? Look, the engagement farming probably doesn't make the situation better, and you're probably asking for some response to happen. You're looking for some sort of response and engagement from your audience. My whole point with this is more so, why has it gotten to the point where the response from the audience is to an insane extent? Why are audiences going so far over something that's not real for people who don't know them? Some people use the internet for positive reasons and they use it to enhance their lives, and other people are severely too deep in the shit. It's become an addiction for some of these people, a really bad one, to the point where reality and fantasy are being mixed in a very, very concerning way. I'm serious when I say please touch grass. Like, it's a cliche thing to say, but I am dead serious. The problem is the phone. Our parents were right. Anyway, if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, turn on the post notifications, follow me on all my socials. All those links are down in the description. Make sure to subscribe to my main channel if you're interested in that content. I do a lot of design related content over there. Post there twice a week. Check it out if you guys are interested. And I hope that wherever you guys are, whenever you guys are watching today's video, you have a great, wonderful day. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.